The top story of the hour, Pakistan's parliament has cleared a constitutional amendment bill in what is being seen as a big win for the Pakistan government. The lower house of the Pakistan parliament, the National Assembly, passed the 26th constitutional amendment bill with a two-third majority, hours after the bill was passed in the Senate. Pakistan Prime Minister Shehbaz Sharif termed it a historic day for the nation and its people. Sharif stated that the amendment will make the provisions of justice more accessible to the people. He also hailed the members of the National Assembly who voted in favor of the bill. Now, on Sunday, the bill was passed by the upper house of the parliament with a two-third majority of 65 votes. The 26th constitutional amendment bill includes provisions like capping the age of the Chief Justice at 65 or a tenure of 3 years, whichever comes first. It also gives the power to appoint the Chief Justice of Pakistan to a parliamentary committee. The panel shall consist of 8 members from the National Assembly and 4 members from the Senate. The suo motu powers of the high courts are restricted to purview of matter. These changes also end military trials for civilians. Now, WION's Pakistan Bureau Chief Anas Malik spoke with the Information and Broadcast Minister of Pakistan after the bill was passed in the parliament. Listen in.
I have with me the Information Minister of Pakistan, so thank you so much for taking out time to speak to WION. How do you see the amendment today? What do you have to say on that?
I think it's a historic day for democracy in Pakistan. The frame of the Constitution had envisaged parliamentary sovereignty, parliamentary supremacy. And today, by passing the 26th Amendment, and it was by and large by consensus because the clauses on which PTI had objection, they were removed. And all political parties had developed a consensus on this constitutional amendment. So I think it's a great day for democracy, for parliamentary democracy in Pakistan. It's a great day for parliamentary sovereignty. There was no oversight with regard to performance of judges, regarding appointment of judges. I think the whole process will now be transparent. And the world over, there's a whole process of judicial appointments and performance evaluation. But in Pakistan, the judges were being appointed by their own institution, performance evaluation was being done by their own institution, and we've seen the past. Prime Ministers have been sent packing on technical grounds by the judiciary. So I think this is a big step forward, and the people of Pakistan will be able to benefit from this. Cases which have been pending for decades, by formation of a constitutional bench, I think the cases of the common man will now go on fast track and people will greatly benefit.
There's a lot of talk with regards to turn courts. What happens to their state? Because it's past midnight, it's almost dawn now. So what happens to that? Do you want to clarify?
I think there were 4 people who voted for this amendment, and they had declared their status as independent. So all the official documentation from their election as MNAs to this voting, they have nowhere stated their party affiliation as PTI.
Right.
All right, now Pakistan Bureau Chief Anas Malik is also joining us live from Islamabad right now. Anas, the constitutional package has been passed with a very close margin at that. The Prime Minister has signed the approved draft. What happens next? Tell us more.
Well, it's a long day. It's been a long day. It's been, 19 hours since we've been out and covering the parliamentary session that was supposed to begin initially at 11, rescheduled for 3, rescheduled for 6, eventually began at 11:20. That has now resulted into the the 26th constitutional amendment being passed from this very house that is behind me, the Parliament of Pakistan. First came in the Parliament the approval from the Senate, that is the upper house of the Parliament, where 96 members are there. 64 was the magic number. 65 is what the government coalition got. So they were very well in safe for the two-third majority. Then came in the National Assembly, where 336 seats are. 224 was the magic number to attain two-third majority, and the government got 225, despite of being short on at least 4 MPs in the number game. But yet they were able to achieve that. Now, you rightly mentioned that the Prime Minister has signed the draft and endorsed it and sent it onwards to the President. The President was supposed to hold the signing ceremony for it to officially amend the Constitution, ceremoniously that is. That was supposed to begin at about 6 a.m. Pakistan time. It's roughly 6:30 beyond. That ceremony has been postponed, rather delayed. A new time is yet to be communicated. But the big news is that after almost 2 months and two weeks intake to the 26th National Constitutional Amendment has seen the light of the day, though in the amidst literally in the night, in the dark of night, but it has gone through with the efforts of course Bilawal Bhutto Zardari and Maulana Fazlur Rahman. Jyotsna?
Right, Anas. We just heard you speaking to the Information and Broadcast Minister of Pakistan. What other reactions have you been able to observe and get?
Well, I was inside the parliament. I was inside this very building and witnessed everything very, very closely. The Pakistani Prime Minister Shehbaz Sharif, he addressed the parliament. He said that this is a historic day today. He said that this is the credit to this goes to Benazir Bhutto, Shahid Mohtarma Benazir Bhutto, who was assassinated, the former Prime Minister of Pakistan. He credited her. He credited the opposition parties as well, the allied parties. It is pertinent to mention that the Pakistan Tehreek-e-Insaf, Imran Khan's Pakistan Tehreek-e-Insaf, they were not part of this very process of the voting, but despite of that, the Prime Minister was thankful. He said that it would have been better. So all in all, while the opposition, particularly the Pakistan Tehreek-e-Insaf, was very critical of this amendment on some issues, largely there has been, it seems that there is a consensus that has been built, as a reason of which this amendment has seen the light of the day and it has finally been materialized on the part of the government. Jyotsna?
Right, Anas. Thank you so much for bringing all the latest and covering the event late at night. But we'll, of course, be coming back to you for more developments as we go forward.